Hey guys, how's it going? If you can't hear the happy birds chirping, it is a glorious morning here in Ohio. The weather is it's crisp and it's cool and it's the perfect day to go outside and show you my Christmas front porch decor. We are going to use fresh greenery, foraged holly, cut hydrangeas, lots of natural elements to decorate some Christmas planters and window boxes. We have some large cedar trees in our yard. I was also able to find some wild holly. I cut some boxwood. I tried to use what I had. Now I did buy a couple of greenery bushels from Lowe's. Pretty much anywhere that sells live Christmas trees will sell live greenery. So if you don't have any in your own yard or a friend's yard, you can always buy it. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we want to start with a round planter of any kind. Mine is from Lowe's. It's plastic. It looks like stone. It's very versatile. I leave it out year round. You can find similar ones online. I'll link some options down below. But the reason I say start with round is because of the look that we're going for today. I like to take 2 grapevine wreaths. You can find these at the dollar store, at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, craft store, wherever. I like to put them right on top. It gives it such an elevated look. There are no gaps. You can't look down in there if there's dirt and different things. Just really like the look of that. Next up, I'm taking a winter gem boxwood. I got this at my local nursery a couple of weeks ago, and I've just been hanging on to it. At this point in the season, it might be kind of hard to find boxwoods or spherical evergreens at your local nursery. They might still have them out depending on where you live. But big box store garden centers like Lowe's and Home Depot usually still have some of these out even in the winter months for instances like this. A lot of people use them in their Christmas planters. And the beauty of going this route is that when Christmas is over, I can take all of my Christmas stems out of this, just leave it up, winter it over on my porch, and it's just classic greenery all winter and spring. I am just going to plop it in just like that. And I'll give it a good watering today. I'll try to remember to water it at different points in the winter months, but honestly, I did this last year and my boxwood ended up being totally fine through the winter and I popped it out in my yard. So just an easy tip for you, but this is our starting base and you can see it's already so pretty. But let me show you the few things I have that I want to add in here. I have a neighbor with a massive blue spruce and I asked them if I could just cut 2 stems and they said, sure, go ahead. So never hurts to ask your friends and neighbors for free greenery. But I just love the look of this at Christmas time. I think you can buy this at Lowe's and Home Depot and places like that that also sell cedar and different things. But I'm just going to stick this right in the center of the boxwood. So I was on a little nature excursion the other day foraging and I was down by a creek and just going for a nice walk when I noticed some massive holly bushes. And of course, because it's now winter, their beautiful red berries are on display. And I just cut a few of them and I thought, you know what, these would be beautiful in my front door planters. So we're just gonna take a few of these and stick them in here. I think it's gonna look so fun and festive and add such a pretty pop of color. I have to be careful though, these berries pop very easily and they are kind of messy. How pretty and festive is that? That would be pretty all on its own, but I'm gonna add a few more things. If you don't have access to real holly, you could easily go to a local craft store, floral shop, and just buy the faux berries. I have lots of those too. Those would be beautiful as well. I went ahead and bought a huge bushel of juniper from Lowe's, so I'm taking some of those stems. I'm going to use the rest in my window boxes, but I'm just going to stick them in like so. And like I mentioned before, I have some large cedar trees. They're actually right there that I was able to cut from. Sound like a broken record, but you can also buy these at Lowe's. I happen to have some faux little white pine cones that I'm gonna just stick in here. And then for the cherry on top, I have some cinnamon pine cones that smell so good. I'm just gonna stick a few in here so that when you come to my front door, it smells like Christmas. Smells amazing, the fresh cedar and the cinnamon pine cones. I can't wait to enjoy this all season long. This was really fun to create, and it was fun to go out into nature and find some of these elements to use for free. Don't be afraid to go out and look. Maybe it's not exactly the same, but it could be something similar, and you could really make something beautiful this Christmas. And now that we're done with this, I'm going to take pretty much all of the same type of elements plus some dried hydrangeas and do up my window boxes. How fun and festive did this window box turn out, you guys? I love it. I layered the spruce, the cedar, and the juniper, added that holly, and then just kind of stuck in dried hydrangeas and pine cones, and it gave it a very elevated, elegant look. I really like how the dried hydrangeas in the window box match the landscape and make the space look really cohesive for the Christmas season. Christmas lights in this video, but Caleb's not quite done yet. I'll just have to save it for the Christmas home tour, so subscribe if you're new here today. I'll be sharing that probably next week. But for today, sit back, relax, and let's take a look at all of the porch decor for Christmas this season.